Good morning, TIs. Sorry about it being dark. I just woke up. I'm sorry. Um, it's morning. I believe it's December 6th. I don't know where last month went. I hope you guys are all doing okay. Seems like last month flew by. Um, I got a number of things I want to talk to today about. I need to start making a list of the things I need to talk about because I'm kind of rambling. I know this in a lot of my videos, not a lot, but a few of them. I jump around just as I think of things. I think I'm gonna do like other content makers and start doing like a list and reading off of it like most of them do, to keep me organized, more organized. I'm going to start that with the next video. I got a couple things I want to talk about. One of the things that I want to talk about is that I've been in this apartment, as you know. I'm in Arizona, and I've been in this apartment this is going on my 3rd year. I should have moved out last year because the rent went up so bad, but the rent went up everywhere, so it would have been costly to move. So I just decided to stay here one more year. The apartment is in the sketchy part of town, and they charge a lot for the rent. At least they're charging me a lot for the rent. I'm not I don't know about everybody around me, but it's too much for this area. And for this apartment, it's too small to be charged that much. It's like 500 square foot, and it's an old apartment. So they're charging way too much. I want to also mention about the apartment. There's an apartment right next door to me. I am on the 2nd floor. There is an apartment right next door to me. And the apartment right next door to me, in this time, this is going on my 3rd year. I think I'm 2.5 years in. That apartment has had 6 people in it in this amount of time, 2.5 years. And keep in mind, you have to sign the lease for a year. And every one of those people have broken the lease. Every one of those people. And I did talk to two of them that did break the lease. And it's $3,000. $2,500 to $3,000. I think it's up around $3,000 now to break the lease. And all 6 of those people have broken the lease in that apartment. So there has been 6 people in that apartment in 2.5 years. Think about that. Something don't add up there. And especially breaking the lease like that. When you're moving in an apartment, if you're moving in an apartment complex that is upper scale, then I could see that happening because those people have money. But here we're in the ghetto, almost the ghetto, and it's sketchy. And who has that kind of money that would move in here in the first place? If you're moving in here, there's a reason for it. If you have that kind of money, then wouldn't you move? You would be living somewhere way better than this, way nicer than this. So that don't add up. Think about that. None of that adds up. Just throwing that out there. And then another thing too is that I want to mention that. So I know that some of the and we all know this, but some of the larger corporations are a part of this. They have their people in those corporations. I don't know if it's coming from the top. I don't really think it is from the top of the corporation, but I think that they have employees doing this stuff, and I don't think that they know it at the top. I mean, they could, but I doubt it. The reason being that I don't think the top would let this happen if they knew their employees were doing that, because it's too costly to the company. I mean, it could be lawsuits. Think about that. So I don't know though. I'm just suspecting. I don't really know. But I do know my company is involved because some of the people are involved. I think here's what I think is going on. Let me backtrack. So here's what I think is going on. A lot of people think that the people that run this targeted individual program is the three-letter agencies. I don't think that per se it's them. And the reason why, and I want to put this on my video, I'm saying this is coming from my video. I haven't heard anyone else saying this. The reason why I don't think it's coming from them at the top is because a lot of stuff is done it's the stuff that's done is petty stuff. And I don't think the three-letter agencies would do that. As a target individual, you got to get out of the mindset that everything you see is correct. I mean, I had to. I finally realized that everything I'm seeing is not always the way it is. There's an old saying, and I can't remember what it is. Oh, there it is. You believe half of what you see and half of what you hear. Or something like that. But anyways, it's true. Like, I noticed that a lot of the targeted individuals, if they see like a police officer, or if they see if you're at a police station, yes, but if you see sometimes a police officer will be sent to your home, that doesn't always mean, just because you see the car and the police officer, that doesn't always mean that they're legitimate. Anybody can dress up as a police officer and put a couple stickers on their car. It doesn't always mean that they're legitimate. And you have to really look at them people. How do you think that they run this program? They send all of these fake people to your neighbors, your friends, and they think the same thing. If you think that that's a police officer, then some of them are police officers, yes. Like if you're out in town or whatever and something's happening, yes. But these people that they're sending to your home, they're not real. Just because they have a badge, look at them. I just watched a video on another website, TI, where she was just relaying the information. She wasn't making a comment about it or anything, but they said they were the FBI in the video. If you look at those people, really look at those people. No, the FBI does not look like that. Come on. I'm going to tell you now who I think is doing it. I can't come out and say the name. I've gotten a lot of backlash for not coming out and saying the name. But these people, if they're running this program, think about this. They have software that anytime that you say the name, they know it. And you don't want to be doing that. But it does. And then some people are talking about the bricklayers. They are their cousins. The bricklayers do not have the power and money to run the program. They do participate in the program because they are this organization that I believe that's running the program. They are the organization's cousins. Neither one of the organizations believe in God. Not the bricklayers or their cousins that are running, I suspect, are running the program. Now, I'm going to say who I think it is, but I'm not going to say the name, but I'm going to tell you enough information where you can get what I'm saying, and you're going to know. Now, this organization has been in business since the 1950s. They got billions of dollars, and they don't pay no taxes because they're considered a religious organization, but they don't believe in God. Neither the bricklayers either, and they're their cousins, and they're in cahoots. I would suggest you look up a video by Leanne Remedy and watch all those videos. Now you know who I think it is. Watch all of those documentaries, all of them, every bit of the information that you can gather, then you'll understand. They put their people, they've been working on this for years and years and years. They've got their people in the 3-letter agencies, they got their people in the IRS, they got their people in the utilities, and as a matter of fact, a lot of, some of the utilities they own. They own a lot of, they're invested in a lot of utility and internet companies, or they sit on the boards, or they got their people in a lot of the agencies. They have a lot of money and a lot of technology. They have a whole department that just focuses on security and technology. and they're wanting to, and a lot of people are saying, oh, these people are getting gift cards. Well, they have, like, I think it is 10 private investigators on their payroll. So this is who I think it is. They have infiltrated everywhere. And you can hire them, or if you have a family member or anybody, you could be an enemy of theirs. Like, just like the person, like, I believe somewhere along the lines, the person that I joined the lawsuit against, they have a relative or they are a member of this organization, and that's how I got harassed. You can you don't have to be, I was told by I was told by somebody that was very close to this organization that you don't have to do anything directly to them. They just have to be considered a person that they will harass. You don't have to do anything to the organization. It just has to be somebody that is related or affiliated with the organization somewhere. And that's what's happening. That is my theory. That is what I suspect. And they're known to do this. They are known for all of these tactics. Now, I know that there is a lot of different agencies or a lot of different groups doing this now because they've taken those tactics and they're doing this. But there's only one organization that's petty. So if you are going and they do have a machine that they use what is it called that they do? There's a name for it. Every time I do a video, that's why a lot of the TIs write down crap, because you can't think when you're doing a video. Oh God, I forget what they call it, but they do have a machine that can tell if you're telling the truth or not. I forget what it's called, what they do to you. It's like programming or whatever, but they do have a machine. I think this is who I think's doing it. And they don't think correctly. Like, if you, like, and these people are up, like, they don't sleep. Like, they're trained from a young child. They're in this organization from a child. They're born into it, and they don't sleep at night. They run on a very few hours of sleep. And so while you're sleeping at night, they're up. So you see what's happening? I happen to know that, like, their headquarters too, you need to look that up, where all their they're in every state. And they do have connections with some of the other religious organizations. So there ain't no fighting these people because they're so large, and they got billions. They actually own one town in Florida. They got billions. And even the Gov is afraid of them. So there you go. That's who I suspect doing this. Just due to the petty things that happened. If it was the actual 3-letter agencies, somebody told me from... the three-letter agency, that if they really wanted to get me, they wouldn't be doing all this petty stuff. They're not in the business of running petty stuff, the three-letter agencies. They're in the business of killing you. Well, let's not say that. They're in the business of unaliving you. If they got something against you, they're not going to do, excuse me, all this petty stuff like pouring stuff in my food, turning all my cans in my pantry to the label, turning everything in my refrigerator to the label. That's a shunning technique done by a religious organization. Excuse me. That's who's doing this. I had somebody from the three-letter agency, because I have somebody in my family, and they said that if it was really them, they wouldn't mess with you like that. They would just take you out. These people go across oceans and are back in time for lunch after they've taken out whoever they want to. They're not going to mess with you like that. They're just not in the business to do that. And then if you look at some of these people that they're sending to you, saying like that video, I just laughed. I looked at that video and know that it wasn't the FBI. Look at them. Take a close look at them. The FBI is not going to be on video, so just take a close look at them. When was the last time you saw somebody from the FBI on a video? That's why they didn't care, because they're not going to look like that. Look at them physically. Yeah, the FBI, they do not look like that physically. Or look at them. Take a close look at them. So, the FBI is highly trained people, physically and mentally, and the way they look. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And I just wanted to put this out there too really quick, is they sent people saying that they were from law enforcement to my family's house that were not law enforcement. That's how they get your neighbors and everybody else against you, because they send fake people. Even the TIs, you really got to be suspect of anybody that comes with the badge to your home or anywhere else. You really got to be suspect, because that doesn't mean that they're legitimate. Private investigators are known for doing that, impersonating law enforcement. All right, peace and love. I hope that you guys all have a good day today. I woke up to fog, which is unusual in Arizona, but that won't last long. As soon as the sun comes up, it will be gone. But anyways, peace and love, and talk to you later.